way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No DECAFF, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no DECAFF. Put no creamer in my... Man, look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get... Man, come on. Press play. Press play.
Central. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's my little big bro, man, for real.
Yeah, bro, they getting in here, man. Hey, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey, Supreme. My wife in the building, showing off, man. What's going on?
Just let the motor.
Yeah, man, it is Thursday, May 29th, 2025. And we back in here like we left our wallet and keys, man. What's going on, Dre?
Man, you already know, man. Can't call it my fall it, big dog.
Hey, man,
Can't
what
be in the mother loving streets, dog.
Hey, man, in the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? What you say? In the streets, off the leash, off the collar, off the chain, man. Just out there, man. You know?
Yeah, man. What's good, everybody? What's good, y'all?
Hey.
Friday Eve.
Yeah.
So y'all know what that means, man. Tonight, honestly, man, y'all should probably get y'all's dog of the week entries in by 9 o'clock tonight. Can you send them in by 12 o'clock? Absolutely. You definitely can. But look, I'm just telling you right now, Dre editing the skills up to 9 o'clock West Coast time, they go way down, which is already 12 o'clock on the East Coast anyway. Also, man, tomorrow y'all come here ready to vote. Y'all know. On Fridays and Saturdays, typically, I go live straight through YouTube. I'm not using StreamYard. So what happens with that is, you know what I'm saying, I won't be able to post and see y'all's comments like how we do on here Monday through Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Friday is all about y'all telling us what y'all like, what y'all don't like. We really need y'all help. Also, Saturday, the 31st, is the last day for entries to the Digital Dog Show. Get your dog in there. Like, some of y'all been reaching out to me. I hope I've been answering y'all questions in the WhatsApp. If I haven't, hit me up. Don't wait until Saturday at 7 p.m. because I'm telling you right now, man, like, I got stuff to do this weekend. So as long as the video is sent in by Saturday, you know what I'm saying, before 12 o'clock Saturday night, we good. But, like, you might not get a response because, hey, your boy Dre gonna be lifting. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be out and about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting in the house waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who like to wait to the last minute to do that, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as you submitted your entry before 12 o'clock, I got you. I work with you. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, don't hit me up Sunday like, hey, man, my bad, Dre. You know what I'm saying? I meant to put a dog in there, man. I forgot. Well, okay, we do this every month, bro. Like, what's the message for, bro?
No, that's cool because that dog right there, that entry will be going into the next Digital Dog Show. You got to wait a whole month. Yep.
Too easy.
You the first entry for the next Digital Dog Show.
But yeah, man, you don't have to apologize, man. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something about participation, bro. You don't have to apologize for not participating. The fact that you're here and you hear me talk about it, you're already participating. Every one of y'all's views is helping us achieve our goal, man, for free. All it costs you a little bit of your time, maybe some of your opinion in the chat. In the chat, you know what I'm saying? Hard Finish say, I'm the last person. But Hard Finish, you be in there though. Like he's competing. He competing. And so like, man, come on, Hard Finish, you already know. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. But I'm gonna hype this up a lot, man, because the topic of the day is, man, what's in the future of with these dogs, man? What's in your future with these dogs? And I can only talk about what we do at Samurai Kennels, man. I'm not, nor do I care to talk about what other people got going on unless we deal with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll give you an example. Ketchgar Mugito. I'm gonna keep saying his name because our bloods have crossed now. You know what I'm saying? Our bloods have crossed now, and I trust him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he'd be okay with this. But like, if Ketchgar got something to say about the program, I'm all ears. You know what I'm saying? Because he now has a piece of what I put together. You know what I'm saying? Put together what he put together. And so I would be really interested to see like his perspective on the cross. That is probably like the biggest thing on my radar is the Ketchgar breeding, right? You know what I'm saying? And then when the Saki Kazi breeding drop, my vector is going over there. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's on my yard. I'm focused on my yard, eating what's on my plate, building what's on my legacy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Quick FC was good, big dog. Emoji, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I thought Fat Bill had something special going on last night. I guess all the chats do that now. You know what I'm saying? So look, it's okay. So it's a competition to see who's the biggest contributor. Right now, Hard Finish is the biggest contributor. The people that nope. Tip took it. Okay, Hard Finish took it back. So the more consistent you are, like it ranks you. You know what I'm saying? So if you in the chat, you halfway there in the chat, you and I. You know what I'm saying? But it has a crown. The number 1, number 2, number 3 contributors to the man, that's big, man. That's dope. Shout out to YouTube for that, bro. Shout out to YouTube for that. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. So you gonna know who really in there rocking with you, who just kind of, they comment, it's cool, I'm in the corner, man, you know, so I don't be on the dance floor like that. That's cool too. Like, you know, some of them top contributors, man, I think that's dope. They get something, out of it, man. And I didn't come up with that. YouTube did that. Man, shout out to Fat Bill, shout out to Mike Dan, shout out to Supreme, man. That panel last night, man, like shout out to the brother Andrew last night, man. That was fire, you know. Big A, I gotta tell you a story because I don't know if you got to catch the Fat Bill live last night. Man,
I was spending time with the fam, man.
That brother Andrew last night said something, man, and he said something that I know he had to have gotten from the judge, man. He said the judge wanted to give Kazi first place in judge's choice, but he said it would have been unfair to have a pregnant female win over males that had been working to come to the show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I say that some people be like, man, nah, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, look, I feel like it was a fair assessment. I'm thankful that she even placed being a pregnant dog in a show against conditioned dogs. But I will say this. What did that tell you about the Samurai Kennels dogs, the Shogun Army dogs, man? Like, even unconditioned and pregnant, they still competition, bro.
Yeah.
They still competition, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it made me feel good, man. It made me, if we doing something right, man.
Yeah, man.
And literally, y'all know she was about to be on that meal and on that wall climb, pregnant at all, until Big A talked me out of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I want to show everything they can do. I want to come out here and be like, look, man, like we don't just stand in the ring looking pretty, man. I want to. All right, finish it. All wins not equal. Hey, look. Supreme talking about win is a win. Hey, boy, hey, y'all boys be nasty this morning, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I got the little Biggs little camera set up where I'm looking at the camera set up, man. And my the camera, this lady walking by with a dog, and she walked into my neighbor's yard, man, let the dog do his business and just walked off. I said, dang, that's cold, man. That's cold. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually probably pretty hot right about now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But let's jump to that Bushido code, man.
Okay,
Bushido code is loyalty. And that is can't say yo. Don't say yo. Hey. All right. Chugi. That is Chugi. Loyalty. True loyalty is forward thinking, not just staying, it's building. True loyalty is forward thinking, It's not just staying, it's building. Now let's move to this quote of the day, man. I hope y'all got you got it ready for this one, man. Hold up. If your plan is only for 1 year, plant rice. If it is for 10 years, plant trees. If it is for 100 years, educate your children. Confucius. Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, man. Hey, what's happening with that dog of the week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
That's that Ty Green dog right there.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man.
Like we said, man, competition is out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got it till tonight. You know what I mean? Tomorrow morning we be like the new dog of the week, new cash app. Keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's been that dog of the week thing, man. That be the heated competition right there. Mike Dan in the building. What's good, big dog?
Yeah,
that be the heated competition. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys be the future, okay? So Big A,
yes, sir.
Futuristically speaking, man, I like to see more dogs like this right here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold on, go back, man. Go back.
Oh,
man.
my bad.
Look. Okay, y'all about to be mad at me, but I'm being invested. I'm being invested this morning, man. That dog right there, that dog don't look like no hound to me right there, y'all.
Yeah.
That dog, hey. So, and I'm gonna give y'all this, man.
Let's see what you did.
So, when y'all say stuff like that, man, I get it. I get it, but those are the one-offs to me, and you know what I'm saying. I think people get it confused about aesthetic versus working, bro. And it needs to be said, man, because with the future of these dogs, man, this is the problem. If you are breeding for work and you cross something in there, I know most of my friends that breed hog dogs, they got crosses. They know they got crosses. I know they got crosses. It's not a secret. It is not a secret. They're not trying to sneak it in nobody's show. They're not trying to put nobody's paperwork, because at the end of the day, that dog got one job. It's to catch hogs. That's it. That is it. You know what I'm saying? If they register, they make up whatever breed they want to call it and register it as that. And I know it because I got a friend that she just did that with Battle Bred. She didn't try to call it no pit bull. She didn't try to call it no bully. She didn't try to call it no hound. She called that thing her dog. She made up a name. She's from Scandinavian descent. She made that thing some Scandinavian name and kept it moving. It's her breed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sell you no dog under no false pretenses. You know what I'm saying? And with that, performance is what matters, bro. And shouts out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Then on the other side, you know, and I did this interview with Battle Bred, y'all. So talking futuristically, I did this interview with Battle Bred, and I was talking to him about, you know, how they call like the term. Man, it was a lot of questions that was said yesterday on that live, and I was driving to work. And I was like, man, I just talked about this on the interview with Battle Bred, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to give too much away because I want y'all to go watch it. Basically, the question was asked on. He asked me the question that was asked on live yesterday. They said, when did the term hound come around? And I got this Richard Stratton book here. Let me grab it. And it's in that book, you know.
Which one?
In that book. The first one, the book of the American Pit Bull Terrier. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This is the American Pit Bull Terrier. So it's in this book, right? And
I'm looking at it now.
He said that from his perspective, it was a young men, like guys new to the game that were calling it that. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I don't agree with it. I don't believe everything I hear and none of what you see. Like, you know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not saying that Richard Stratton is right or wrong. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is this, man. Okay. And I've made this argument before too. I could see how somebody would call some red boy dog, some macho buck dog, some you know, some of those dogs. I could see how the term hound would be said. But to me, that's just a euphemism. You know what I'm saying? They call some human beings a bulldog. That don't mean the human being looks like a bulldog. It just has traits or characteristics that are reminiscent of.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Hey, man, they used to call me a bulldog when I was a drill instructor. Hey, man, a bulldog. You know what I'm saying? Just the toughness, the tenacity of it. Or you see a bulldog or American Pit Bull Terrier that's really rangy and it has hound-like qualities. You know what I'm saying? Some people did cross them. I'm not trying to make that argument that it never happened. What I'm saying is on the general population, I don't think macho buck dogs are crossed. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Or if they were, it's so far back, nobody would ever know. You know what I'm saying? That's on you to choose to believe what you want to believe, right? Futuristically speaking. Then I hear the term bulldog. And when I think of a bulldog, what I think of is what I see on the screen right there. And mind you, some people use bulldog as another term for a title, like, an accomplished dog, an accomplished American Pit Bull Terrier. But to me, when I think about the phenotypically speaking, this dog on the screen to me, that's a bulldog. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I'm just judging off of just aesthetics, I don't care what people think is in there. I'm telling you right now, like in my mind, somebody say I got the yard club and I have bulldogs. That's what I think about. It's this dog right here. You know what I'm saying? Just a brick S house. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A brick S house looking good. You know, so
yeah.
You know, it ain't to argue with nobody. I ain't about to argue with nobody. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think. You know. If you don't like it, you know what I'm saying? I got free slots. You can come over here and have your own show and refute everything I say. You know what I'm saying? You can go against everything I say, and it's no smoke at all. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna stop you from breathing how y'all breathe, and you definitely ain't about to change my opinion if you beat me in a show or whatever it is I compete in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And it's if you're offended by me saying I'm not listening to you until you outperform me, then what kind of decision making are you making?
Yeah. And then on top of that, like you can't make me like what you like. You can't twist it and turn it. You can't sugarcoat it, and all of that, and then try to, force me to like what you like. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like, and we do what we do. But hey, I'm not forcing mine on you either.
Yeah. And I think that goes. I think that's when the unsung rules is this, man. Like, okay, all right, y'all gonna hear. And the future of these dogs for me is I'm gonna start bragging about Samurai Kennels and Andre Williams and his dogs. Now, and when I say bragging, it be on this channel, on my Facebook, on my Instagram. If you don't like that, you can eat a dick, because literally, where else are you gonna brag about yourself except for your stuff?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's not like I'm not gonna go to one of the other YouTube other YouTubes or the other or Facebook group. I might post my video in there because I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to get seen. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the self-licking lollipop and talk about I did this and I did that, man. Like, if you are a kennel, I'm a public kennel. Why would I not talk about my accolades on my show? That is absurd. Like, it is counterintuitive. Now, my alternate to that is I got to keep doing it. The more you talk about it, the more I want to see you doing. But where I do take issue is with the future of these dogs and the future of like just people in these dogs is this. I hear a lot of woofing, man. Okay, if we're legal, I'm talking legal. If you underground or you performance bred hog dogging, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, I got nothing but respect for you because you already know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm about to insinuate.
Yeah.
But it's no legal YouTubers that I follow that how do I put it? Let me say this very, very clearly. None of the other people that I would say are prominent figures on the YouTube side of things and the bulldoggers that have dogs are competing as much as we compete in Samurai Kennels. And if they are, I'm not hearing about it. So that may be on me. Maybe they just keep it private. But I don't understand how you would keep it private that you're winning legal activities and not post it and share it. You know what I'm saying? So the future is going to be this, man. This is the future. In the next 5 years, you're not going to be able to have a dog talking podcast and you can own dogs and you don't compete against the best. Because at that point, you are a pet breeder. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying? And the future of these dogs is it's going to be just like how the American Pit Bull Terrier and the Staffordshire Terrier diverge. It's going to be the ones that do and the ones that look like they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying a wall climb makes my dog better than yours. What I am saying is there's a metric to my dog going up that wall.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a slap mill race makes my dog no better than your dog, because it don't. But what it does do is, okay, I know about how hard this dog can work and about how long it can work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that a weight pull makes my dog better than your dog. What I'm saying is when I tell you this dog can pull 500 pounds of weight, this dog can pull 500 pounds of weight. Now, what you do with that 500 pounds, that's between you and Jesus.
Yeah. And the dog, you know what I'm saying?
And the dog. And the dog. And all I'm getting at is, these are the legal performances you can do nowadays. So if it's legal and you ain't doing that, I don't know what your metric is other than people like you and they like your pedigree. That's cool too. If you're a preservation breeder, I think you should get the utmost respect and the utmost money. But I'm telling you right now, you take that pretty pedigree and that preservation breeder, I don't care if it's 100% red boy bred back to his daughter 100,000 times. If he can't go as far as that wall as the dog, as that dog over there that's scatterbred, I'm trying to figure out how that dog that's scatterbred is performing the way he performs. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to jump outside the American Pit Bull Terrier gene pool. I don't want to do that for performance. Because I promise you, there's some dogs I can add to it and probably get higher up that wall by getting some whippet or something that's like more lightweight, faster moving. That's just the nature of physics.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that. I want to do what I want to do. I want to take the American Pit Bull Terrier, migrate some of the behaviors to modern times, and call it an old yellow dog because it's not doing what it was originally bred to do. That's what I want to do with these dogs. That's my future. I want to take something that's already good and tweak it to make sure I can handle it on the track. That's all I want to do with these dogs. That's the future. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yes,
you know
sir.
Y'all, hey, look, do what you do. Say what you say, do what you do. But look, I got nothing but love for you. You know what I'm saying? My program is my program. You know what I'm saying? Your program is your program. But my future in these dogs is, okay, they say I can wall climb with it legally. I'm trying to go as high up that wall as I possibly can. They say wall climbing is still legal in certain states, in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? If I can't have a catch pin, then guess what? I got to find a better way to catch them on open ground.
Yeah. And, man, speaking of hog hunting and all of that, man, I'm done talking about hog hunting until I get out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. I see a lot of it's a lot of stuff being said, like, to a certain extent. It's like, man, you got to get out there, man.
Yes.
Show me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, at the same time, like, I know plenty of hog hunters. We've had in-depth conversations, theory conversations, teaching me stuff, you know, from the sideline. But yet I've never, you know, been out there and had hands on myself. So it's time to stop talking and get to walking. And I don't see it happening anytime soon with what I have on my plate. So that's something right there. And then another thing, man, I'm trying to do this without being messy, man. But like, if you have one dog and you saying, you know, stuff like, hey, I could take anybody's dog and condition a dog better than any other, you know, YouTuber or whatever the case may be, but you have one dog. Where's the proof in that? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, get on that type time, man. All I'm saying is show us. From the time that, you know, a lot of people have dogs, man, they got multiple dogs, they show them multiple things. I have one dog. I'm limited to what I can do. You know what I'm saying? To what I can show and prove, but you're gonna see everything I can do with that one dog. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I wouldn't have competed if it wasn't for Dre saying, hey, come on, let's go to this South Bottom. Now I'm in that circle, you know what I'm saying? But stuff like that, you know, man, it's time to get to, you know, walking, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear any of that, you know, hey, man, this and that and so on and so forth, man. Just get out there and show us, man. Show us what it is, man. And boys that really got it on their mind, like, you know, they the best of the best and all of that, man. You just make sure you answer that call when whoever called. You know what I'm saying? Don't duck and dodge. Don't do none of that, man. Just answer the call, because somebody gonna call. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing, man, that Big A brought up is not just answering the call, but okay, right now, with the Digital Dog Show, there are two men that I would say, if you even think about calling them out for Digital Dog Show, how about you try to get a win for it? And that's hard and finish and that's Gasco Kennels, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With them two, like, bro, they done came in from day one, scratching hard, just like everybody else, man, and consistently been throwing people in a circle, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, honestly, truly, if I was gonna compete, like if I wasn't the one running it, I was gonna compete. I'm going to Hardfish. Hey man, what are you doing different? What are you doing,
man?
What are you willing to drive? Mind you, as a competitor, some people be like, man, I don't care what he's doing. Okay, don't care. You get the same results as everybody else. Don't care. You know what I'm saying, Dre, man? You know what I'm saying? You breeding these dogs like this, man. You know, and I am humble. I am humble because I ain't been in the game long enough to be that cocky. But okay, how many people you know didn't know nothing about registering? My first dog I ever registered my name was Bacardi. I've had paper dogs before. I never registered. I never sent off. They just gave me the papers and they just sat there with the original person's name on the birth certificate, registration paperwork, right? Never sent it off. Never got it updated because I was like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not sending these papers off because I might not get them back because I probably gonna send them to the wrong address. I'm not losing this paperwork. That's all I know. Okay. I buy Bacardi. She's BFKC registered. You know what I'm saying? Self-taught, went online, found out how to take the paperwork, change it over to ADBA so I could show them. This was a year-long process. Partially because I ain't had no money, partially because, I just was hesitant, you know what I'm saying? I'm nervous about this. I don't feel comfortable sending my BFKC paperwork to the ADBA because now I might not have for 6 weeks, I had no paperwork on my dog because they had to go verify her 6th generation pedigree. They had to verify her registration paperwork. You can do it online now. You can do all this online now. But anyways, like at the time I did it, I had to send off my paperwork and trust that these people at ADBA who I don't know are going to make sure that I get my paperwork back. So that at least my dog, at least I can prove I got paperwork on this dog. Okay, cool. I get my ADBA paperwork back. I start reading about the ADBA and showing dogs. I don't trust nobody in the dog game. And this is why I am the way I am. I don't trust nobody in the dog game to mentor me into showing dogs. And I went on Facebook groups and I asked those questions and I got laughed out of the groups. Showing dogs, dog shows are stupid. Showing dogs, that ain't what they for. I got all these stupid behind comments from to me, yeah, that's how you feel, that's cool. Then why did you even respond? Because I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people here to show dog. And the worst thing is the show dog crowd, it's a bunch of pussies in the show dog crowd, bro, for real. Because literally, even if you didn't want to answer my question on the post, you could have hit my DM, bro.
Yeah.
You could have hit my DM, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, look, you're going about this the wrong way, man. But look, if you want to get to a dog show, hey man, holler at me on the back street. You know what I'm saying? Here's my number. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that, man. Because one, a lot of people in the show dog world, they like the status quo. Okay, so and so, this person run this state. You know what I'm saying? When they come to this show, they gonna leave with something. You know what I'm saying? In their region, in their sector, right? You know what I'm saying? That's some pussy competition right there, bro. For real. On God, if the only reason you win is because you keeping the fresh blood out there, I want the fresh blood. I want that dude that got his first dog and put everything into that dog. That's who I want to beat. You know what I'm saying? Or I want that person that's been doing it for 40 years and they done been through so many dogs, man, that, to beat them is an honor. It's a privilege to even compete against them. You know what I'm saying? But that new dude that got his first dog, and he put every lesson learned is shown in that show ring with that dog. Man, if he beat me, I'm cool. And if I beat him, you know what I'm saying, then maybe we can link after the show, man, because I guarantee you gonna see the work and you're gonna respect the work. It's been dogs that I lost to, and it's been dogs that I beat in that show ring, and I got nothing but respect for that individual because they had the balls to get in there. Okay, so anyway, move forward. Got my dog registered. I'm trying to figure out how to show a dog because a lot of people think, people in general, the general public does not know how to show a dog. I guarantee you right now, in this chat right now, only the ones who have been to a dog show are comfortable going to a dog show. And most people that go to a dog show, they got somebody to take them to their first dog show. And that's cool too, but I ain't had that. My first dog show, I read an article on the ADBA and showed up. Yeah. By myself. Solo dolo. Me and one man, one dog.
Yeah.
He showed up. You know
I remember you reading all the rules, word for word, everything to me.
You know what I'm saying? I'm up till 4:00 in the morning, got to drive to Houston. I don't sleep. Saki sitting in the crate. I just bought the day before. He ain't like the smell of the crate. He threw up 3 times in that crate. I had to clean that throw up 3 times that night. This is the stuff they don't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't. Saki was raised in a wire crate and raised on a chain. I get this crate from Petco. It's got all kind of chemicals in that plastic, made him sick. So he literally threw up bile 3 times. I had to clean him up, wash him 3 times, and then try to figure out what kind of sheen I was gonna put on him because I done washed all the oil out of his fur. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey,
that's how I developed my show. Big A don't even know this story. That's how I developed my show sheen.
Yeah. Hey, man.
What's up?
Oh, go ahead. You know, nah, man. I'm just talking about it. It just bring back all the memories. Like I went through that whole keep with you down there. You know what I'm saying? From and that go to show you like the you know how having a good circle around you, a good team around you, and everything. You know, because I'm telling you from personal experience. Dre didn't have no help when it came to get going into the confirmation show and dealing with the confirmation show. Everything that he did, we was talking about. He would get the information, he going over the information with me. He drilling it on me, you know, to the point that it's pause. They don't sound right. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Big pause, man. You know what I'm saying? But time out. You know what I'm saying? Flag on the plate. But you know, we talking about it on a regular basis, man. You know, and then on top of that, he going and going to the sources that he needed to for the keep. The keep is coming from an old school keep, and you know what I'm saying. And then the equipment, he didn't have any equipment. I think at that point in time, it was just a bike and road work and just walking. You know what I'm saying?
I had the bike, I had a flirt pole, and I had a spring pole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, the build up to the whole deal is like, you know, you feeling your way through the dark, but you like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. Like, you know, the nervousness, the butterflies, it was real. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get that same feel again as far as going to a show. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know what I'm saying? But going in, like, man, it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
And then, man, the other part, man, and this is the thing, bro. I'm not no dog, man, but everything I built on my own, man. I did build a carpet mill by hand. Yeah, that was part of the process. I built my first flirt pole during that keep. That was part of the process. All of these things I'm learning on the fly. And the worst part is I don't know if I'm getting it right or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. That keep was actually an 8-week keep, right?
Yeah.
That was an 8-week keep that I did on that one. I was being mentored by a real dog man from Mexico.
Yep.
Salute Solo, man. Salute Brother Quick. Brother Quick, I feel you. Game Breaker, salute, man. I'm opening up the panel a little bit, y'all. Let me finish my story. I'm opening up the panel, yo, because this is a topic I think other people might want to cook on. Okay, so I forgot. I skipped the keep. You know what I'm saying? I'm already at the dogs, but the keep was a keep, and I learned a lot. I learned about torn pads. I learned about overworking them that day. I learned about recovery. You know what I'm saying? I learned about the meals. I learned when to turn off the carbs. All of that was learned in 8 weeks. And I'm not gonna say it's perfect. All I know is this: my dog's great great grandfather, Blackjack, used the same keep. Blackjack was on the same keep. That keep is a legacy keep. Like I didn't just want to use a keep. I wanted to use a keep that was in my legacy of dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was important to me. You know what I'm saying? Because like, okay, these dogs are hard-mouthed dogs. They get winded pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're designed to run through opponents, whether it be legal or illegally. They're not designed to show you gameness in a long match. They're designed to show you gameness through completely either destroying or being destroyed quickly. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You'll know at the beginning.
Yeah, you'll know. Because what they're gonna inflict and what they can take what they can inflict. They like most time you don't die within 2 hours with what was being inflicted and being taken away. And it's not the encouraged dog fight. That's not. It's just if you look at the dogs and the history of them, the legacy behind them is there was a bunch of showstoppers, a bunch of like people say this about Blackjack all the time. They say he was never really tested. That's not his fault. Anyways, look. So I'm driving to Houston. Don't know where I'm going in Houston. hoping I put in the right address. The ADBA website is not the easiest to navigate. I know people that have missed shows because the address did not make sense to them and they couldn't get to the show. I know people like that. There was somebody that was supposed to meet me at the show because they was getting one of the puppies off of Saki and Bacardi later that year. And they didn't meet me at the show because they couldn't find the show. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And like Big A said, I'm doing this solo dolo at the time. You know what I'm saying? Solo dolo. So we get to the show. You know what I'm saying? I show up before anybody there. I'm the first one there. You know what I'm saying? I'm peeping the scene. Like I told you, I'm always peeping the scene. So we get there, I'm peeping the scene, and I run into a guy named Clay. You know what I'm saying? Clay, he's setting up the weight pull thing. I'm like, hey man, I don't know where to put my dog at. So I got just me and Saki on the leash. I don't know how dogs are stored at dog shows. I know nothing about this. You understand what I'm saying? So he's like, okay, let me show you. Okay, he's like, there's a holding area over here. It was a taped off holding area by acorn tree, oak tree. Mm-hmm. He's like, put the dog in there, lock it up. You know what I'm saying? Keep that always keep visual contact with your dog. But you good. Like at a dog show, you supposed to be able to walk around and parlay and talk and whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, cool. He said, man, hey, I got to load these cinder blocks. I got to move this pallet of cinder blocks. Can I help? I want to know everything about this dog show. Can I help you move these cinder blocks? Yeah, man. Okay. So a couple hours roll by. We done setting up. You know what I'm saying? So I helped set up the dog show. Okay. The first weight pull, they did weight pull early in the morning. First weight pull happens. Clay's judging it. He's a registered judge, so he can actually give you points towards your IWPA, International Weight Pull Association. Clay's judging. He's like, okay, Dre, I need somebody to hold a wagon. They had a wagon. It was a wheeled wagon, but it couldn't turn. It had the axles were welded axles. They can't turn. They go straight forward, straight back. He said, okay, what happens is once the dog pulls this wagon past a certain point, you got to stop it so that the wagon doesn't roll over the dog while the person's trying to get the dog off of there. Okay, cool. So I do that. The first couple of dogs pulled, everything went smooth. Then I find out there's a sign in weight pulling. There's a sign when the dog is about to fail, the owner might give you the sign like push. And what they mean is, even though it disqualifies that pull, they want to build the dog's confidence. I didn't know this. So I get cussed out by this old head because I don't give the dog the push that he wanted to give the dog the push to get the wagon rolling so he could just pull it to build the dog's confidence. I don't know this. I've never seen a weight pull before. You know what I'm saying? But I learned it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And some people, the way I got talked to is some people would have been fighting. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get this knowledge and take it back to the community. So somebody else will have to go through what I had to go through to learn. I didn't know about the little push sign. I ain't never wait for it. And I told you before you put your dog on this wagon, I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, that's another one. What about the decoying?
But that's another story. That's another story.
Okay.
That's a story for another day.
Okay, got you.
So I learned about the weight pull. I learned enough that the next time I go to the Top Dogs of Houston, that same old head that was talking junk, I bet you I'll wax the floor with him.
Yeah.
Bet you I'll mop the floor with him. Bet money. You know what I'm saying? Bet money.
Yeah.
So anyways, we had that little altercation, you know what I'm saying? Woo-de-woo. Then we move over to the fun shows. I ain't never been a fun show before, you know what I'm saying? I done paid my $140. I'm in every show I can be in. Paid my $140 plus the gas money to get there. You know what I'm saying? This is where the genuine idea of the digital dog show came from. I was like, you mean to tell me I paid $140, came home with one second place ribbon, a first place ribbon, and a trophy, and two medallions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I came home with all that stuff, right? And you mean to tell me that I don't get no sponsorship? So you mean to tell me winning best in show don't guarantee you no sponsorship? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I see why people just breed to sell puppies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Is it fun to get the clout? Yeah, it is fun to get the clout. But then nobody, if you don't pay to get the magazine from the ADBA, if you don't pay to be, if I win a show, why am I not getting a free magazine?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Bro, come on, man. Come on. Make it worth it to me, baby. Hey, MK, I don't even remember his name, bro. I'm going to have to hit up Clay and get the guy's name. Because the guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember his name. I just know he was an old head, a bald-headed dude. Matter of fact, He's the president of Top Dogs of Houston. I can tell you that much. If you know Top Dog of Houston, he's the president of Top Dog. He does dog training, and he's trying to tell me about protection work. You know what I'm saying? So we had a bunch of discrepancies. Bunch of discrepancies with this guy. Like, genuinely speaking, I enjoy his events. I still want to continue to compete in his events, but I got smoke for you, and I want to do it with the dogs. I don't want to badmouth your name. I don't want to talk bad junk about you as a person. All I know is you train in defense. I don't train in defense. You got mad at me about weight pool when I told you I was novice. You wasn't trying to take on no mentees. I get it. You was out there to compete with your dog. Next time I come, I'm coming to compete with your dog, and I bet I bust your head. That's all. If you know him, let him know that. If you know him, let him know that. When Dre show up, I don't care if I got to pull with just a collar. I don't even care if I got to weight pull harness. I bet you if my dog pull with a collar on around his neck choking, I'll pull your weak behind dogs. I bet you that.
Ooh.
And this is coming from a place of I seen your dog pull. I seen your dog pull. You need to be push your dog. and mind you, this comes from like y'all don't know how I was talked to because I never told y'all this portion of the story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know this. You don't know what was
that's they learning today though.
That mic'd up thing that I did the other day, man. That's big, bro. That's big. That's big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot about dog politics that day. You know what I'm saying? He ain't supposed to lose in front of people. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog trainer. This is his facility. You ain't supposed to lose. There was pride involved in that. There was pride involved in that conversation. I didn't know that. I don't know nothing about no politics. I'm not here. I don't know nobody here.
Yeah.
First dog show. Okay. So we get to the show ring. The judges is doing the same. Everywhere I go, they do the same thing. Who is this person? Like, I don't know him, but the dog look good. That's all they can say. I don't know him, but the dog with the South Bottom was the first show that people actually know who I am now. Like when I pull up, they like, okay, that's Dre. You know what I'm saying? I know that's just Dre. That's just Samurai.
Yeah.
He gonna bring a good dog. Win, lose, draw, he gonna bring a good dog. Like I know I competed today. Samurai was there, I know I competed.
Yeah.
And that's not to take away from nobody else. Like I'm not saying other people don't show up to compete, but I'm saying right now, if Samurai shows up and you win, you want a good dog show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm coming there to make it where you can feel pride in that. Yeah, you beat Saki. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Borderland Breezy beat Saki. Borderland got a doggone good dog.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tear nobody down, but Borderland though, he won a battle. Because I know that dog Saki looked good when I walked in there. I know the Arrowhead's Coda looked good when we went there. Borderland beat both of us. You understand me?
Yeah.
He beat us in front of Floyd Boudreaux.
Yeah. Man, Lockdown Rudy, man. Salute to Lockdown Rudy, man. Big salute to Lockdown Rudy.
And Lockdown Rudy, he ain't take no easy win over Michonne. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lockdown Rudy and Borderland know we was there. They seen them dogs they beat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hey, sometimes the win ain't it. Sometimes it's just letting people know, okay, I can't ever come to a show with this guy and not be hard and not be hostile. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can't never let up when Dre comes to a show. And if that's the reputation that I command, it ain't about winning. It's about you knowing you can't play with me like that.
Yeah.
You can't play with me like that.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, okay, so we do the dog show, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't until the end of the dog show that I found out, who all was there and who I beat this and the third, you know what I mean? And it was a cool thing, man. It was a real cool thing. By the end of that show, there was a lot of respect given. You know what I'm saying? I met some lifelong friends. I think, in Voodoo Hog Doggers. I met all Texas Kennel there. You know what I'm saying? I met White Chocolate there. And what was the craziest thing is one of my recruits, he's from Houston. He just happened to be home visiting and heard about a dog show and showed up. So all my video footage was by somebody who I actually was their drill instructor. You know what I'm saying? One of my recruits from when I was a drill instructor happened to be at the show, and I didn't have nobody to hold the camera, so he held all that video footage from that show was done by a person that I pushed through basic military training. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he got to see his drill instructor go out there and whoop behind. So that was cool, man. That was cool.
It's cool. I think that's dope because he get to see you as a civilian and see that same demeanor that you had. Yep. Yeah.
Then on the way home, I called I call 3 people. I call Pimps, I call Big A, and I call Apache, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just telling them, you know, I'm just exhaling like I'm doing right now with y'all, man. I'm just exhaling the whole thing, everything, you know what I'm saying? But it's parts I forgot about. Like I never told Big A about the argument I got into with the dude with the weight pull thing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the details come out now, you know, and I'm at a place now where I'm like, okay, cool. I know that dude in the last since I went to that show, you know, what was that 2 or 3 years ago? Mm-hmm. I ain't heard nothing from him, and really, he's a non-factor, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? This occurred, you know, and maybe he's a great dude. You know, just in that moment, he was more worried about his dog. Which okay. At the last show, I said my dog fell out the back of the slap mill, and I won't mad at the people that own the slap mill. I was upset with myself for not checking the right height on the mill. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? You should be upset with yourself that you didn't set that dog up to be able to pull that weight. Or the weights that I'm pulling, I'm checking at home first. You know what I'm saying? I know what I can pull when I come out there. Anything over that is just icing on the cake. I'm excited, but I ain't upset.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think he's wrong to be upset. I know one thing though. Bring that same dog, and I bring a bulldog. I bring a bulldog for you. You know, and that's that. That's that. But yeah, man. So the future of these dogs is this, man. I don't see me entertaining people who don't compete in the same things I compete in. And I'm not saying I don't respect them. I'm saying that, okay, I was a dunker in basketball, right? When I see a dunk, I can judge a dunk based on the level of difficulty that I would have experienced trying to do that same dunk. I'm not saying I could or I had a better repertoire. All I'm telling you is, okay, I know it is easier to get a full head of gas and take off of one leg. That is the easiest dunk you will ever do. That's the baby dunk. That's a Reggie Miller dunk. Okay, that is way harder than jumping off a vert and doing a windmill. Okay, how do I know? Because I've done both. And I wasn't able to do a vertical windmill until I was 22 years old. But I was coming off of 1 foot at 15. You understand what I'm telling you? It took more years, more muscle memory. And that's the same thing with these competitions. It's not, the competition don't tell you how good the dog is. It just tells you the level of difficulty the dog can persevere and thrive through. He can go up, he might only do 5 feet at 6 months old. You know what I'm saying? That's expected. It's a young dog. But if I equally matched, you got a 4-year-old, I got a 4-year-old, whose dog is the most athletic? That's all it tells you. Whose dog is physically the most athletic or has the most drive to perform the task that you're trying to do? Because your dog might be more athletic, but he don't have no drive to do the task.
Yep.
Either ways, drive and athleticism have to match, and that's what these new competitions do. So as far as the future goes, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna do the confirmation stuff, but that is secondary to being able to kick some butt in the performance arena. You know what I'm saying? Confirmation should come because the dogs just look because the performance makes them look good. My dogs look good to you because they perform good, and you like them because they perform good. That's why they should look good to you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the way they look, man, watch them on that meal, and then put your dog on that meal and see if it look as good running that meal as my dog do. You know what I'm saying? You might look better standing side by side in that show ring. Put them on that meal and see. Put them on that meal and see which one you like better. See which one make the meal whistle. Like, I love the Rocky man told me that. He said, man, when they really get to work in that meal. Yeah, man, they get to work in that meal. And they that meal be, man. Yeah, that's how you know it works.
To the maximum.
To the maximum.
Salute. Yeah, that's OG right there, man.
Yeah, man, it's spiritual. But anyway, so Rasta man, like he told me that, man, and when I got my slap meal, and the first time that dog made a whistle, I said, oh, that's what he was. And this is another thing, like even if you don't enjoy these activities, I say do them once. So you can understand exactly, because you're going to see a dog that makes the meal whistle. You're going to see that. You're going to see a dog that goes up that wall higher than your dog. Like, okay, there's levels to this.
Yeah.
Literally, it's tick marks on the wall. It's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see that. You're going to see that dog pull that weight that the other dog couldn't pull easy. This other dog needed to push, and this dog right here was pulling that weight. He ain't going to the side, left or right. He's just pulling that weight I'm like, man, I wouldn't even want to walk that dog. That dog is going to snatch my shoulder out of socket pulling that weight. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see the levels to it. and you'll be okay. It's very humbling. I know for a fact I'm not at the pinnacle at all, but I know I'm in the arena. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm competitive. I know that because I compete. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody. Hey, Big A, I'm opening up the panel for a little bit, man.
Yeah. I already put the link in the chat.
Yeah, man. Let me put that out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got carried away this morning, Big A. And
it's all good, man.
Yeah. My bad, bro.
No, man. Shoot, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, but the link is in there, man. And shout out to Chainsaw. That's the dog on the screen. We never made it to Dog of the Month, but
yeah.
The dog is owned by City Boy Kennels, and he's a fantastic looking animal, man.
Yeah,
fantastic looking animal, you know.
Yeah.
And City Boy, this ain't no shot at you, man. This just happened. This is a good example. Okay, so that dog right there, I don't know who was talking about. It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger versus a powerlifter. I can't remember who was talking about it, man. It was a good show though. And that's like, okay, if I see a dog like this Chainsaw dog, I'm assuming that he gonna fly up the wall. I'm assuming he can pull. Just looking at him, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, one of the biggest disappointments I have ever elevated. I see. I'm gonna let you in just a second. One of the biggest disappointments I've ever seen in a dog is for one to look that good, and then I see it performing. I'm like, oh man, it just looked good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big letdown, bro. And I don't know nothing about Chainsaw, so this is not to insult Chainsaw in any way. He just happened to be on the screen. I was like, man, that dog right there, like he look like he performed well in all them activities that I'm into, man. So
yeah,
you know, let me say that. But I've seen them where they look like that, and I compete. I'm like, man, I was looking at your dog, I was scared.
Yeah.
Looking at your dog, I was like, okay, I know I'm coming in second. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think I got a chance. And then outperforming something like that is, you know, it means a lot, man. Elevator was good, big dog.
Hey. Elevated. Yeah, he getting it together.
Yeah.
Sometimes his stuff be going in and out, I guess, you know.
Yeah, man. But nah, man. Elevated is up next, y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Elevated and Big A was the ones to create all the ruckus in the dog community yesterday too. You know it was them.
Elevated.
They created a big ruckus yesterday, man, and I wanted to feed off that this morning, man. So I salute them. Yeah. The topic was very, very polarizing, and hold on, there he is.
There you go.
I'll let the other one in, and
yeah. What's happening, Elevated?
Chilling. I thought it might have froze up on my end.
Yeah.
Nah. You good, man? Loud and clear.
Yeah.
No, it's cool to tell these stories of your first shows and stuff because everybody, you know. And one thing I can say, nobody's helping nobody. I do agree with that. Like I was asking all these questions and nobody was willing to give me any information.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you get something wrong with these registries, it's your problem.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense to me.
Yep.
Like, are y'all just trying to make a ton of people not feel welcome? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's how I've felt. At some of these, the only reason I feel welcome at APDR shows is because I know everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. If it were me, man, in my first time, I probably wouldn't even show up with a dog. I just show up to see to scout, take notes, and see what I can see with my own eyes, man.
My first dog show was the 9th annual pig picking. I had never been to a pit bull terrier dog show at all. I took 8 dogs.
Yeah.
And like we dominated. We did good. I was really impressed. Like that's really kind of what locked it in for me. I took that many dogs and almost every one of them won something. I was like, shit. Because I mean, me and Throwback was just trying it, you know. Mm-hmm. Neither one of us was sold on showing dogs, but it's something I've recently got into.
Yeah.
And like all this stuff that we say we deal with, don't let it deter you from trying. You might have me and Dre have completely different first experiences. And things we had to overcome were completely different. So don't let it discourage you.
Yeah.
Just be aware of the things that can happen at shows.
Yeah.
Like my first time in the show ring, my dog got looked over and I cussed him out. They didn't even look at my dog or another person's dog. And I cussed him out about it. I was like, bro, this dog's old as shit. He might not even make it back here.
Hey, Elevated and Big A Solo said something real, man. He said Patty from the ADBA was rude on the phone, and I had to politely check her. Hey, look, I ain't never dealt with Patty. Kate Greenwood calls me. Kate Greenwood calls me after every breeding I do, and I've only dealt with Kate, and I've had nothing but good stuff. I've heard nothing but bad stuff about Patty, but Kate, I got to give it to Kate. Kate is cool. As a matter of fact, there was one time I called Big A on three-way just so he could hear, like, you know, what it sounds like. You know, like, because when he bought a pup, Big A got this shown for me, right? So I'm like, okay, I want you to hear, like, okay, the ADA, they're gonna call me and they're gonna verify, hey, did you do this breeding and did you release this puppy to this person for it to be registered? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they call everybody like that. I'm a registered kennel with the ABDA, so it's like I don't know if kennels and individual breeders get different treatment. But anyways, Kate called me and I was like, Kate, hold on. I called Big A on three-way. I was like, look, you know, this is her calling to confirm that paperwork you sent in that I, you know, I love that. You know what I'm saying? That QC. It was a very, very, very pleasant situation. But this Patty lady, I've heard that name 3 times from 3 different people. Y'all, like, if y'all know something about Patty, man, like, let me know about Patty, man, because if she called me, I want to be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never dealt with them.
Okay, but go ahead, Elevate. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just thought.
No, you're good. You're good. That is a good point. Like, there's a couple people I dealt with at the last one I went to that I wouldn't consider friendly. But then there was one fella there. He was on my videos. He was really nice. Like, he was super nice, just talking to me, country as I am. So, like, he was really nice. And it's just who you deal with. I guess everybody's got their own energy they're gonna put out. So it's just, I guess, who and the day you catch them. Because I've caught a guy that several people told me he's an asshole, and he was an asshole the first time I caught him. But then these last 3 times I've talked to him, he's been like my best friend. So like, I don't really know. I might have called him on a bad day. There's no telling.
Yeah.
Let me say this to while you're on that subject, Elevator, because I talk to Big A about that specific thing right there all the time. Look, y'all, for Dre, I'm not gonna respond to your text message or your phone call until I'm ready to be contacted. And the reason for that is the Dre that I expect to be, and the respect level I expect to give people, I'm not gonna force a conversation that I'm not ready to have. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Call somebody else. If Dre not answering the phone, I'm either at work or I'm not. I know for a fact the version of me you're gonna get is gonna be exactly what we talking about right here. You know what I'm saying? The version of me you're gonna get is gonna be, I'm gonna be rude. I'm gonna be just like everybody else because I'm human. And so, like Elevator said, like you catch them on one day and I'm not gonna let you catch me on that day. My goal is to not let you catch me on that day. If I got something going on in me or in my life that's going to affect how I treat other people, I need to go deal with that situation. I ain't got time for you right now, bro. I love you. You know what I'm saying? If it's life or death, call the police, call the ambulance. Right now, I'm working on me because we're going to mess around and have a conversation that you can't take back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That shows the level of like professionalism and how long you've been more in a boss position. You know, that shows like you're on another level than a lot of people, and I don't even think they realize it, bro.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't say another level. I would say I'm exposed to a lot more people than a lot of people, bro. I say that, you know what I'm saying? I'm exposed to a lot more people, and I guess, like, you know, whereas I kind of envy. I ain't gonna lie, Elevate. I kind of be jealous sometimes, like the people that did decide to do like the private route, and kind of stay with a small circle. Because like you got very few people to talk to, but like, okay, I talk to Elevated probably daily or not daily, at least 3 or 4 times a week. Talk to Big A daily. You know what I'm saying? Big Hill typically hits me up once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Solo. You know what I'm saying? JT hit me up at least weekly. You know what I'm saying? So just with those phone calls, doing the lives, taking care of the dogs, working, doing lifts. You know what I'm saying? I'm already, you know, and then like Mike Dan call, I'm gonna answer. William Yoon call, I'm gonna answer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who got a puppy for me call, I'm gonna answer. You know what I mean? Somebody looking to get the puppy for me call, I'm gonna answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? So okay. And then when I finally get down to, you know, member calls, I'm gonna answer. People trying to get into digital dog shows, trying to get more a clearer understanding of how to enter their dogs, I'm gonna respond. You know what I mean? So by the time I'm done with responding to phone calls, I probably spend 6 hours a day communicating via telephone, text message, social media. 6 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? That's 1/4 of my day. Gotta take 6 hours of sleep. You know, I usually go to bed between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock at night. You know, but I'm up at 4, so I work typically 8 to 11 hours, somewhere between 8 and 11 hours. You know what I mean? Got to hit the gym. Got to find time to spend with the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Or training slacks, and then I'm about to have a litter of puppies. You know, so like elevated, like you were saying, man, I think I'm just exposed to a lot of people because this digital dog show is the future. And I think Mike Dan and Fat Bill said it last night. Look, Mike Dan and Fat Bill, y'all cannot be boosting my head up like that, man. I'm real. Give me one compliment and keep it moving. Give me one compliment and keep it moving. Don't do that, bro, because I'm trying to tell you now, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? I'm my chest like everybody else. Anyway, so Fat Bill said something real last night. He was like, man, he said, all it takes is one sponsor. Big A been saying that, man. Like, all it takes is one sponsor. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if I never get that sponsor, like, I don't care. We keep giving out $100 a month every time, and that's all we can ever afford to give out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, that's what I wish I would have had 5 years ago when I was trying to show dogs. It was something like the digital dog. I probably never would have gone to an in-person dog show if I had been able to enter my dogs in a digital contest.
Yeah. And salute to the chat, man, for handling that business yesterday. You know, had one of them folks show up, you know, saying whatever, man, trying to stir up the pot, and they kind of
I think they said he be booted his butt up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you got a ring, that's what you're here for, man. If you got a ring, that's what you're here for, man. Like, you know, we don't tolerate that over here, man. You know, and if you got something to say, man, come on the panel and say it and discuss it. And I promise. Look, one thing about it is, okay, I have to mediate between real people at work all the time. As military members, we get fired up on each other too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, you get your point across, and I will mute the other person. You know what I'm saying? So you get your point across. 90% of the time, that's not required. You know what I'm saying? But if I have to put this person in timeout for this person to get their thought across, I can do that. Like, I don't want it to go that far. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather handle offline. You know, give that person a phone call if you know them, or if you plan to know them, a phone call and give them that respect. But Lil J, what's good, big dog?
Hey, what's happening, Lil J?
Mad Doctor in the building. Mad Doctor, another one.
Mad Doctor.
And established comms, man. Like that, you know, like, bro, it don't take much. Jeff Smith, another one, reached out. Dickie Fox. How I forget about Dickie Fox?
Yeah.
Crockett lets me know every time somebody's live, so I go support them. Shout out to Crockett Wilkins.
Yeah.
So, that's every
time. Yeah, every time I think of Crockett, I think of that picture he posted that he gave us last year, man. You know what I'm saying? That looked like a poster. You remember?
Yeah. Raven.
Yeah. You need to put that dog back in the dog of the week, man. Put that dog.
Took best black dog. She took best black dog before.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing, man. The early ones. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. We're getting we getting so deep, and I'm seeing so many dogs now. I can't remember all their names. The early ones I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like the early ones I can remember, but like the ones now, man, like I remember King Smoke because that 9/11 litter. I watched that litter grow up.
Yeah.
In my show.
Yeah.
I remember. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come once there's a dog named Jody. You know what I'm saying? Quick, I think it's your dog. I remember Jody now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain ones I see him. I'm like, okay, I know that dog. The dog of the week, Todd Green's dog. The only reason I know that's Todd Green dog is because that's what Elevated told me. And I still can't remember that dog name. And that's a good looking dog.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Sunny is his name.
Here you go. You'll never forget. His name's Sunny because that motherfucker always shining.
Yeah.
You'll never forget now. So that's like Judge. You remember Judge because when we did that interview, the Legacy of the Dog Man interview, I showed him as a puppy in the crate with his mama.
Yeah.
And then now he's a grown dog competing.
The ones I watch grow up, man, it makes it real easy.
Yeah.
Heart and Finish, that's another one, man. So I met Elevated, Heart and Finish, all of my first time meeting him in person and seeing him in person was at the Tom Garner Pig Picking. So like, hey man, say what you want to about Tom, but that pig picking is big for the community, bro. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want to, but that pig picking was big. I met a lot of people. I met Rasta Man for the first time, you know what I'm saying? I met Tom in person for the first time at his pig picking. You know what I mean? Like, it's ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying? I saw Casino, but I didn't meet him at that one. I didn't know who he was. He had won at this show. You know what I'm saying? Man. I met
I had heard about him, but I didn't know I didn't know his face at all. Casino.
Yep.
He interviewed me and everything. Had a video. That was like the first time I really was like, okay, put a face, because I had seen him in the chats before. I had heard his name, you know, but that was the first time ever like actually putting a face to the name on YouTube.
Yep. Walnut, PA. I met. Hey, Elevator. I saw you first because you called me when I was walking up, so because I was lost. Like, literally, Tom Garner has a long driveway. Okay, like it is not. If you've never been, and then I didn't get there early, so I didn't get to park in the driveway. I was parked probably a quarter of a mile down the road.
Yeah,
on the side of the road. So I'm talking elevator. I'm like, elevator. I don't know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? He was like, just keep walking. You know, when you get there, there's a one of Tom's workers will be at the top of the driveway. They'll kind of usher you on down. Okay. So elevator was sitting there. He had his dogs crated up. It was him, Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? A couple family members with him. What up, little bro? You know what I'm saying? Cool. I walk up. I go past. Lady Bulldogger was there. Bambina Lady Bulldogger. I forget her brother name. She was there. Angelica. I know her as Bambina Lady Bulldogger. I've been following her on Instagram for probably 8-9 years now. You know, so she goes to all the shows. You know, Winston Designs, right? I see her. I'm like, I know who you are. You know, it's good to see you. I finally seen you in person. That was my first time meeting her in person. Walnut, PA. He was a smooth cat, man. You know what I'm saying? He was sitting there chilling, man, chilling like a villain. He kind of nudged me and said, "Hey, man, Trey, man." He said, "Man, it's good to meet you, man. I've been watching your show. I'm Walnut, PA." I say, "Man, that's what's up." You know, that's what's up, man. Just on the real, on the smooth. You know what I'm saying? There's some other guys that I used to deal with, man. That we kind of had a fallout, and I'll take the blame for it. Fallout was my fault. I was moving in my direction, and I wasn't changing what direction I was moving in, so we had a fallout. You know, and but yeah, that's what it is. But we was cool during that show. I got pictures with him and everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about it, but I still got love for him. It's just they didn't like the way I was moving. I didn't like the way they was moving, and no beef. Man, neither one of us went on the internet talking junk about neither one of them. But we did what was the responsible thing, that we fell back from each other. And I can't do nothing but respect him for it, man. I can't do nothing but respect him. But I met a lot of good brothers at that dog show that day. And the food wasn't bad. I liked the pulled pork. I really enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was good food.
I ate that chicken. Woo.
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't want to eat no chicken or no poultry because I left that show and I headed back cross country. You know what I'm saying? 32-hour drive.
That chicken was 10 times better than that damn barbecue sandwich I give you at the.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not bottom.
Man, that threw me off. I was like, "What the heck is this?" Because in Carolina, that ain't a barbecue sandwich.
yeah. And then, man, you know, so it was a burger with some pulled pork on it, if you ask me. But hey, look, you know what? That's the first time I had it like that before, though. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. And man, Big A, you was there, but Big A don't eat pork, so he don't know. Yeah. Matter of fact, Big A don't eat out. Big A don't eat nobody's food. So you know, but Dre gonna eat the food. I don't care if the bear too. Y'all was talking about the bear yesterday. I'm effing that bear up. You understand what I'm telling you? You understand me, man? I'll be right there on his. You know, man, give me the bear burgers.
Yeah.
And they had a recall on Texas Pete. Do you know I go out of my way to order Texas Pete to Arizona because they don't sell it at all the stores here? You can't go in Walmart and buy Texas. I have to special order my Texas Pete out here. I get a 6 case every time. And they was talking about recalling Texas Pete. Man, look, if I don't support Tom Garner in no other way, I'm effing that Texas Pete hot sauce up. And my coworkers know it too. Don't you bring me that Tapatio. Don't you bring me that Louisiana hot sauce. Don't bring me none of that mess. Bring me that Texas Pete produced in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Let me get that Texas Pete, the red bottle. Don't give me the black label. It's too hot for me.
That black bottle set you on fire.
Yeah, man.
God.
Yeah.
My cousin
Dickie in the building. Oh, man. Dickie Foster is stuck in here, bro.
Texas Pete.
Dickie, Crockett, Big A. You know what I'm saying? They were some of the first ones because you know I can see who orders. I don't know if y'all know this, but on my t-shirt website, I can see who orders stuff, man. They were some of the first ones to ever like go out and to like buy a t-shirt. Because my motto is I'd rather you buy a t-shirt than buy a dog. I can see that though, you know what I'm saying? Salute to all those guys, man. And if I didn't call your name, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me go back in there, I can check it. I don't have that many orders, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that took the time out to go spend money with me, man, thank you. And like Solo was saying, man, if you spend money with me, I got nothing but respect for you because you earned that money. You know what I'm saying? And know this, if I'm giving you money for the Digital Dog Show, if I don't think it's enough, I be going out to Lyft to add money to the pot to make sure that I can give a payout that I think is worthy of showing the dogs.
Yeah.
That's all off the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's all off the grind. But I believe in what I'm doing. I believe this. I was told by Going Hard's brother Mike that we the future. You know what I'm saying? I was told by he said it on my live 3 years ago, and I still this day I believe that the Shogun Army, the Neo Dog Man movement, the Digital Dog Show, these old yellow lines is the future. And I believe everybody who is moving forward with whatever they're doing positive is the future. Because at the end of the day, man, you can't do nothing but what you can do.
Yep.
Man. Yes, sir.
So when it comes to,
you know, push me your showtime, man. My bad, bro. Like,
one second. So when it comes to meeting people at these shows, right? If you come up to us and you know who we are, definitely introduce yourself and like tell us who you are on YouTube or whatever. Because I've probably met Walnut PA, had no clue. I've probably met a few people from the comments and didn't even know I've met them before. Honestly,
that don't bother me because whether I know them or not, it's all organic. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, you know, I like that. You know, because they, you know, if you an a-hole, man, you go see it without, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning, you know, the whole nine, man. So, you know, I just like it organic. It don't bother me at all, man.
The only thing I hate about the pig picking is I can't smoke. And right now, man, it was the environment was so chill. I'd have been out there. Yes. Elevator, you see how, like, bro, as soon as I walked in the bar, I said, hey, Mr. Boudreaux. I said, hey, brother Charles CJ was there, Charles Johnson was there. Down South Kennel was there, you know what I'm saying? Elevated, you know, we walk around, JT, Big A, we bounce around, or whatever. As soon as I got done saying my greetings to everybody, I went straight to the bar. And what I ordered, Elevated?
Was it a Yingling?
Yingling and a Jack and Coke. A Yingling and a Jack and Coke. Double. Let me get that double.
Yeah, it's be heavy too.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, man, like the Dre is Dre. You understand what I'm saying? Dre is Dre, man, and that's what I like about Elevator. That's what I like about Big A. That's what I like about all the people I've met that actually go to the places. They're them. They might be a little bit quieter because you know you are in person. You want to be respectful. You want to check the thing. You want to make sure everything is square. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know, but man, like when I can smoke, man, bro. First of all, I'm saying right now because Harvard said he burned it down. First of all, don't pass me no blunt because I can't smoke. When I can't smoke, I got 4 years, 8
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller. If it don't smell like you just cut your backyard, the grass in your backyard, tried it out, and put it in a cigar, don't give me that. If it's that loud mess, because y'all know I drive Lyft, and weed is legal in Arizona. Look, I will get in a car, man, look, and I'm trying to tell you, it's people to get in my car, and the next day I got to drive on base. I be in there with blunt buster all in my car. And all it is they smoke some good weed. They you know what I'm saying? Like, because here, because it's legal, you know, like a person, they like to get in a taxi, they'll be smoking a cigarette, they'll throw the cigarette out, right?
Yeah.
Here, when I pull up to pick up people, they'll be smoking a little J, you know what I'm saying?
Probably had a roach in their hand or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, bro, my whole car smell like loud. I'm like, bro, whatever that is, if I smoke that and try to drive, we're all about to die. We're going to wake up in heaven, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is, I have never smelled something so strong in my entire, like, before the military, I smoked Reggie, maybe me, you know what I'm saying? That, like, you know, I done went 20 years without smoking. Gave it up cold turkey. But the stuff y'all smoking now don't even smell, like, when I smell, like, I know it's weed because.
It's definitely changed. I agree 100%.
Like, straight skunk.
Man, my homeboy, he was in the Air Force, man. He kept saying, hey, he did 20 years, man. He kept saying, hey, man, I can't wait to smoke when I get out. I can't wait to smoke when I get out. He got out about 2 weeks later. He was like, man, forget that. He said, nah, I'm good.
I was talking about one of our other homeboys. He said his girl, she prefer eating edibles over smoking.
Yeah.
Like, after the way that edible did, definitely don't offer me no edible, man.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
See, edibles have never done nothing to me. I've ate a bunch of them, and they don't never do nothing to me for some reason. Right. I have no clue why. But I mean, I've had them from Cherokee over here. They're legal on the reservation now, recreational. Like like if you come up here, you was out of the military, we could go to Cherokee, get us a little fishing license to the river that runs right through there, and go to the dispensary and just sit there and fish all day. Nothing they could do about it.
Yeah.
Hey, I need a favorite elevator. I need you, Big A. I need Heart and Finish. I need Sister Tiff. I need Dickie. Hold on, Virginia got it right, Dickie. Let me leave Virginia out of this. I need y'all to start voting on people that can actually, I don't know, legalize it. I think it's stupid, especially after living in a state that is so, like, because Cali and Arizona and New Mexico, after living in states where it's legal and seeing like, okay, I think I smell it more in states where it's illegal than when it's legal.
You will.
Hey, you familiar with Oliver Anthony?
Mm-mm.
The Richmond, north of Richmond country guy?
I ain't familiar with him, man.
Okay.
Put me on game.
You'll have to look him up later. Yeah, y'all have to look him up. Oliver Anthony. I can't believe you haven't heard that song. But I went to see him in concert, and he's like from Virginia, right? Well, he walked out on stage, and he like took in a big whiff. You could hear it on the microphone. He did it on purpose, like whiffing, and he said, "Smells like Virginia in here." That's what he said. That was the first thing he said. And I mean, we're in a closed-in bar, and that's all it smelled like. I bet there was more people smoking than drinking, honestly.
Yeah.
And like you said, we're not a legal state, so I don't know.
Yeah, like North Carolina is considered one of the most progressive southern states, right? Mm-hmm. Man, we gotta do better, bro. Oh, Virginia says legal. They say it's legal in Florida too.
I know.
What about
this,
Georgia?
man.
Georgia, is it legal in Georgia?
No.
Georgia's
strict too. Yeah,
extra
Georgia's strict as shit.
When you in the
I'll
South,
try not to ride through Georgia if I can.
Yeah, and when you in the South, man, the South is extremist on all of that. You know, when you start talking about alcohol and laws, legal, the restrictions. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But when you talking like they strict, yep. You know, yeah.
Especially Georgia. They got a state trooper every 2-3 miles.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Man, and look, let me tell you how they got me in Georgia, y'all. Because Big A, believe it or not, another reason why I don't speed with my car when I have my Challenger is this. Okay, so the week I got my Challenger, I picked my son up. You know, I get my son for my first marriage during the summers. I was on my way to take him back to Savannah, right? It was a gunmetal gray Charger sitting on the side of the road, unmarked car. You know what I'm saying? This joker pulls out beside me and we coast. His window's sitting, my window's sitting. We coast, right? I smack it, he smacks it. We are racing for at least a quarter of a mile, right? And I'm like, I'm teared. I got the man. Look, the Challenger is faster than the Charger, y'all. I'm tearing this dude cat raggedy on 95. Wide open, man. Look. He pulls over, like, I guess I'm thinking he's giving up, you know. When you beat. Man, this joker pull over beside me and threw them lights on and hit me up with that ticket so fast, bro. And I'm telling you, but we was racing for a good half mile before he decided, okay.
Should have let him win.
Yeah, he probably thinking to himself, man, this dude is an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen an unmarked car look this good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen the Chargers unmarked, y'all. This was not a unmarked car color. This was a custom, like my car was a shaker, a custom model shaker. This is a custom, what's the one, the Scat Pack. This is a custom Scat Pack unmarked car. Okay?
Yeah.
You get what it's badged up. You know what I mean?
It's nice, bro. Sounds good as shit, but it's a cop. 100%.
Yeah, man, bro, got me, bro. And look, I'm in there with my kids. They scared, you know what I'm saying? They think I'm about to get a Philando Castile. You know, I'm like, man, this cop done got me, man. And he done raced, you know. I know it's on his dad. Yeah. I still took it to court. You know what I mean? But hey, I heard you don't go to court in Georgia. That's one thing I heard. You do not go to court in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Get that ticket and you shut up.
Yeah, man.
But I did want to say this: North Carolina and Georgia are the two states that I want to be in most when I retire. And y'all got to do better with the weed laws. It's looking like Alabama or Florida.
Cherokee. You'd be fine if you live on the red.
Y'all not close up to the water for me, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a beach bum. You know what I'm saying? Even San Antonio is close to Corpus Christi. You know,
Hey,
I remember Somebody asked you how far you was from the water other elevator. I didn't know you was that far out. You know, you got what 6-7 hours from the water.
Yeah, probably 7.5 hours.
And what's even crazier is elevators stay so far from me in North Carolina. The storms that miss us destroy them. The storms that go through it and miss them destroy us. And that's how polar opposite the Piedmont, or excuse me, the coastal plains and the mountain region in North Carolina is.
Yep. I'm more mountains, like literally 30 minutes from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably 40 minutes from Gatlinburg. Everybody knows where Gatlinburg is.
Yeah, man. And matter of fact, City Boys, I had a homeboy that lived just outside of Panama, and he used to cross. When he was matching out, he's in the military. You know, he's actually retired now. But he's retired military member. He had a pit bull. Dude from Georgia. He had a pit bull. He was from southern Georgia, but he spent his time bulldogging in Panama City or down around Panama City. He had a game dog silhouette on his arm. You know, y'all know the one like where the dog is lunging forward. He had that on his arm, right? And I'm like, okay, man, like, you know, this guy. So I asked about it. You know, he ran some Jeep Red Boy Rascal stuff down there. But he at the time I met him, I was at 8 years in, and he was about to retire. And he was telling me about, you know, bulldogging and his time in the military bulldogging, man. So yeah, bro. It was nice to run into somebody in the military that understood. And I hate that he got out because he was a mentor, both in the military and in the dogs. And I won't say his
That's
name.
That's pretty sick. That's cool. You had a person like that,
bro. Because 90% of the people I meet in the military, when they found out I got dogs, they go, "My dad breeds dogs. He's got blue noses." Man, stop talking to me, bro. Stop talking to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a lot of kick it, Craig. And they mean well. They mean well. They look at it. They look at it as a way to connect. But I genuinely appreciate.
They genuinely don't know the difference. It's not like they're just stupid. They just genuinely like don't know the difference. If you're not researching these dogs, and like a lot of people can't even fathom the old history of it in their mind, right? You know what I mean? So like they don't have an understanding of what some of these dogs really are built. You know, they're what they're for, what they are.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know like just because we haven't done it for 25 years, you know, like as us as men, you know, we're the next generation that hasn't participated in the old school. Don't mean that's not what they're made for.
Yeah.
Like,
and
the math.
I think elevated, man, with all that information you put out, man, you get it gets disheartening. It's like trying to educate the masses and they're just not getting it, or they don't want it. They don't want it.
Well, like we gotta just quit caring, and we gotta quit being so hateful. We ain't gotta educate everybody. Then people might not ever even need to know about that. Like that's where you know what I mean? That problem starts occurring. Us having to educate everybody. We're the first generation to educate. I promise. 50, 60-year-old men, when somebody says, "Oh, I got pit bulls," you know, they're blue nose. They don't say a word. They don't correct them. Oh, they're beautiful, and keep going. Like we ain't got to educate everybody.
No, let me say that too. When they say that, I don't say anything. Oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about on here. Like, if you're on my YouTube, right?
Yes.
If you're on my Facebook, if you're a friend of Andre Rashad Williams, that's completely different.
Yep.
Bro, you can't be my friend. You can't be my friend and say stuff like that, bro. You can't.
Yep.
You can't.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, if you let them talk about it like that, it would almost be disrespectful to let your friends talk about it like that. Because you know the knowledge, and you should have given it to them, but you didn't. I mean, I tell all my friends, people I'm close to, but like out in public, I've known of people. I've been on the phone with dudes, and then be like, oh yeah, they this and this, and I'm just like, all right, hey bro, I gotta go. I'm not even because like, why do we need to educate everybody? You know, like in public. Let them think what they think. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I misarticulated elevated.
Not you. No, I'm just talking about that's a problem with people. I see it on a daily basis talking to so many men, and like especially younger guys, because I talk to a lot of younger guys. They hit me up, and like they're way too into educating just everybody at Walmart. You know, get on the internet and speak. People that want to be educated will be looking it up, and they'll listen to what you got to say. It's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty interesting to see the shift in the dogs, because even since I got in them, there's been a shift, a big shift, and I do agree. And it ain't always necessarily in a bad way, but there is certain things I'm like, no, that is not the way we're supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
Like how we get on here, speak respectfully, you know, give enough information like factual. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So this is the thing, man. I had a mentor that I like my mentor, my cousin, my family. He took the time to slow it down, and he was a mean guy. Like, don't get it twisted. Like everybody in my family is scared of him. You know what I'm saying? He was a Vietnam vet, scary guy, right? That's what they used to always say, man. He didn't come back right. You know, when he came back, he didn't come back right. You know, that's they say that about a lot of Vietnam vets, by the way. For those of y'all who don't have family members that was in Vietnam, a lot of them they say the Agent Orange and all that stuff, man. They say they didn't come back right. But his
my
mentor,
pops,
man,
my dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he was mean to me until he saw I wasn't gonna leave the dogs alone. My first couple of years, he would come down to my house and be like, "I'm calling the police. Y'all down here rolling dogs." And I'm like, "Nigga, you roll dogs." You know what I'm saying? But like, I only do that because we're family. Like, I wasn't supposed to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see him do it. He wasn't. I'm rolling dogs in the front yard with homeboys. We 13, 14. You know, my family members that knew him and talked to him, I heard conversations about him. So in my mind, I'm like, how you gonna tell me I'm wrong when you do the same thing? But he's not doing it the same way. So after about 2 or 3 years, okay, this kid is not gonna leave these dogs alone. It's obvious that he's not going anywhere. So then he brought me down there and he started breaking down how to read a pedigree and to educate me. But it took time. He had to see if I was even worth educating. So I appreciate that.
Yep. He said this kid ain't gonna leave him alone, so he needs to learn how to do it at least.
Yeah. Look, the worst conversation we ever had was the first conversation we ever had about dogs. I bought this $100 dog named Misha. I tell everybody she was my first game dog, but what she was, man. I bought that dog. I was so proud, Elevated. Big A, I was so proud, bro. I told everybody.
What'd she look like?
She looked like she had a pattern like kamikaze, right? She was red, actually red. That dog red that I bred out Saki, she was that color, but this dog was not an American Pit Bull Terrier, bro. Let me tell you. So look, at that time, the guy I bought her from had I don't know what you would call them. They wasn't staffies. Bullies wasn't a popular term at the time, but they were
like street pits.
Yeah, they were that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was so proud though. I was proud. And I was walking by his house, man, and his dogs he used to cut my cousin, where we live at, only family lives on our road. So we all knew, don't you walk your dogs past my house, at a certain time. And mind you, some people are like, well, F you, I'm walking the dog anyways, but with this guy, you don't do stuff like that. You just listen to what he say. So anyways, I want him to know I'm there. So I walk my dog past his house. I want your attention. I want you to see me with this dog. Because in 6 months, I'm coming to stop everything you got on this yard with this one dog. Okay, so I walked that dog past her. He come up to the end of the driveway. He looked at her. He looked at her from her tail to her nose. He said, how much you pay for that dog? Bro, I said it proud. $100, man. I dropped a whole $100 on this dog, man. He looked at me and said, man, they got you, and walked away. Bro, when I tell you my heart was broken. Man, look, bro. Hey, I was hurt, man. I was hurt.
How old were you at the time?
I was 13 at the time, man. 13.
How old was the dude, do you think?
At that time?
Yeah.
He probably had to be in his 50s, because he's in his 60s.
Yeah, we gotta head over the elevators, man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I already know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all brothers gonna make y'all plugs, man. We're gonna head over your show elevated. Y'all know I'll be listening to y'all on my way to work. I gotta start. It's almost 6 o'clock my time. I gotta start getting ready for work.
Yeah, man. You know what it is, man. It's your boy Big A back in here like I love my wallet and keys, man. It's going down today. Today is the last day for the dog of the week. Like Dre said earlier, man, please get it in by 9. Please get it in by 9. But other than that, man, we got the Digital Dog Show coming up for May. Y'all take note of this and remember this. Dre is going to be down here in San Antonio. So the first week of Saturday, we're not going to have it. It's going to be the second week in June that we'll have May's Digital Dog Show. But other than that, if you ain't a member, what you doing? And man, that's about it, man.
So, like, if I'm keeping the dog in condition till the day of, I have 2 more weeks.
No,
If you want,
no.
I mean,
We want all the videos in so I can cut and edit them together. But we're not gonna do the live because I have to sit and do the live and all that stuff. Like I won't be taking all my equipment on the road with me. I'm just going down to do this retirement and coming back.
Yeah.
But that's gonna eat up that weekend. So we're just pushing the release of the show into the second weekend of June.
Okay, so call outs, it's gonna be pictures and videos.
So okay, for the call outs, this is what needs to happen. I need everybody who has a call out to contact me this week. Because what the call out should be agreed upon between the 2 members that are doing the call out. I'm just the referee, if that makes sense. So if this was just using old school terms so everybody understands it, if Big A and Elevated are calling each other out, they need to agree upon the weight, they need to agree upon the location. They selected me as the referee. Like y'all need to decide what y'all want, and then I host it for you. So if y'all want photos only, then y'all let me know. I will judge the photos. I'll make sure that Elevated gets 30 seconds worth of photos. Big A gets 30 seconds worth of photos. On the screen, I'll bring up the vote and we'll let it be voted. Or if y'all want to judge, y'all find a judge, you contact the judge, say they're available, and the judge will make the call for it. You know, it's up to you. However you want to do the call out, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? I like public opinion when it's evenly yoked, but I'll give you an example. Okay, like, no offense to some people, but like if a large YouTuber that is well known comes on here and competes against you, you're probably gonna lose just because of popularity, whether your dog is better or not. So you got to take that into consideration when you're doing the voting thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to take that into consideration. So sometimes you're gonna want to judge. You don't want somebody to just judge the dog based on their pure aesthetic and conversational value, right? You know, so soundness, the conversational soundness. So yeah, man.
Okay.
The walk in the meal got to be live. Yeah, the meal race got to be live for the meal challenge, and it'll be on the screen just like how Saki and Kazi is. Literally, I made that scene that y'all see where Saki and Kazi walking beside each other. That's what the meal race will look like when we do the online the Slack meal challenge. Like you put both of your dogs on there live. I'll mute the sound, put both of y'all on the screen, and you know, for a minute we just go. You know what I'm saying? We just go. And we can either have crowd voting, or if y'all both got tachometers and y'all trust each other to use tachometers, y'all do it that way. You know what I'm saying? But you do the call out, and then we let it be judged live so people can see it. I wouldn't trust nobody else with no tachometer. I would just do the voting and let people say who they think performed the best. You know what I'm saying? Like NBA dunk contest. Like there is no meter for who actually did it the best. It's what the judges thought. They hold up their numbers and they tell you what they thought. Who won.
So for call outs in the future, if you call me out, we're gonna everything Dre just said, we're deciding that from at least a week after the call out.
Yeah.
Because I would have liked to have done these call outs a lot different than we have right now. So
I wanted to. Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm mad because my goal was to have the call outs where I have pictures of the dogs that are being called out, so I could promote it. Like, you know, like this dog facing up with this dog. This kennel logo facing up this kennel logo, like, you know, like a boxing match. That was my goal to promote it that way. But like, I guess people didn't hear me the first time when I said it, so I'm saying it again, man. Like, you know, with the call outs this month, it'd be real low key. But
that's what I want too, because the whole time I've sent you pictures of Jarvis me conditioning him the whole time.
Yeah.
So like he's lost over 13 pounds of weight. So like, I would like for people to do that. Call a weight, everything. If you're too much under the weight, we're going to agree to a forfeit, just like old school, except for we're doing a digital dog show.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm going to buy a meal like y'all got. I think if people's wanting to compete in the meal race, they need to just buy the same meal y'all got. And then we can all compete.
I'll tell you this, Elevator. I'll tell you this, man. So eventually, Big A and I were talking about it this morning, man. You know what? Big A, can you bring it up on that show? Elevator. I got to go. I got to go, man, because it's after 6 o'clock now. Elevated, y'all keep this going or whatever y'all want to cover it, because I think you got to.
No. We about to go over the elevators.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all got topics y'all got to cover over here, man. If y'all get time, y'all can. Big A can tell you about the in-person dog show. I got to roll, y'all.
Okay.
We got to make our rounds.
Yes, sir.
I already know that, Big A.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what it is. Hey, Dre, time out. This ain't a show unless we do the thing, man.
I 100% agree with you. But y'all haven't made y'all rounds yet. That's what
I did. I made my rounds.
Catch me on the channel. Elevate.
Okay.
Let's do the prayer, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man. Cool. So look. All right. Y'all know how it goes. I'll make this real quick because I got to go. We ran over by a lot this morning. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the
game. Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop, slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red digit close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.